I got that burnout feel where it's like, oh man, this isn't working, or too many competitors out there, whatever it may be. It's like, yeah, should I still continue doing this?
So good morning and welcome to another episode of Better Business, Better Life. Today I'm joined by Kyle Heebner, who is actually joining me from Pennsylvania. So it's afternoon for him this afternoon. Kyle has come to me through a very good friend of mine, Scott Rusnak, and he is the founder and visionary of HM Therapy Support Services. And I'll let him tell you a bit more about that. But welcome, Kyle. Lovely to have you here.
Yeah, thank you, Debra, and thank you for the invitation.
Yeah, we've just been having a chat beforehand, obviously, and I'm really looking forward to sharing some of your stories here with the listeners. So let's get started. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your business, and perhaps give us a professional and personal best?
Yeah, so the business is, like stated, it's HM Systems, HM Therapy, and we provide pediatric therapy services. We help kiddos that have physical disabilities and emotional issues. And we have two business models with that. One is called early intervention. So that's for kiddos from the age of 0 to 3. And we service in their homes to help support not just little kids, but the families. And then the other business model, we provide school-based services. And that is pre-K through the grade of 12th grade kiddos. And the therapy services includes physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, psychology service, behavioral services, and throughout the years, that's booked up more. I'm an occupational therapist myself. My awesome wife Alice is on the team. She made that move back in 2007 or 2008, and we gradually built from there to add the additional therapy services.
Okay, so when was the business actually started? Because I heard your story. You became an occupational therapist. When did you start your business?
So the business started in 2005, and we started as early intervention therapists, and it was just me traveling to different people's homes. I was doing that part time, and also working in schools for the schools themselves at that time. Mm-hmm. And then, I was asked through word of mouth. I was asked from one district, "Hey, Kyle, can you help out?" And so then I started working in the schools. And again, word of mouth. I didn't put too much into the marketing piece at that point in time. And more and more schools started asking for services, and it kind of gradually built up from there.
And I'm right in saying you've got about 50 full-time employees now. Is that right?
Exactly. Yeah. And again, I always say it's a healthy growth. That gradual growth. It was not too big of a boom. We're overwhelmed and hit off the seats. But the healthy growth throughout the years, which is that nice gradual growth. And every year throughout, since 2005, we've had gross income grow every year except for 1 year, 2013 or 2014. And just flat, it was pretty flattened out. And that had to do with actually a personal thing. It was an accident. I was in a motorcycle accident in 2012. And so it's 2013 where the income kind of flattened out, went down just a little bit. But throughout the years, we had healthy growth.
Yeah. Fabulous. So personal and professional best, what are you most proud of in your personal life and your professional life?
Oh, that's a tough one. Personally, so think about things that blessed every day. But I guess a silly one. I just turned 53. Just had a birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
So thank you. And I guess a piece to that is still able to physically stay so active. I love snowboarding, biking, running, hiking, and just love still being able to be physically active. And business, and like you said, we discussed really briefly before, and my company was acquired a few months ago, and so that's it. That's an easy one. It goes really quick there in the business side. So the business was purchased a few months ago.
Yeah, no, that's great news. And so that's an interesting one, isn't it? Was that always the plan, or did that sort of come out of the business over time?
Yeah, that's a really good question because I don't know about most other people in business, but it's always ups and downs with the challenges.
Mm,
And you love what you do, but then and I've been in the business for quite a few years, starting in 2005. But yeah, I know a few times throughout the years, I got that burnout feel
mm,
where it's like, oh man, this isn't working, or hiring, or um, too many competitors out there, whatever it may be. It's like, yeah, should I still continue doing this? And you think,
mhm,
yeah, maybe I should try to sell. So yeah, the thought came to mind a few times throughout the years. And then, it was kind of such an interesting time, especially with COVID,
mm,
everything else happening in 2020. So even with that, we had such a mix. Well, I should say I had such a mix emotionally going through that process because we got hit with COVID, the world, which was not a good thing, and
mhm,
so many challenges for everyone. Then August, September of that year, I hired some amazing, amazing people for the admin and internal piece of the team. Uh, and so, we started picking up, and that's when uh, thinking of EOS.
yes.
That's when we got the visionary, visionary here. Mine's always running and rolling. And thank God, again, her name is Trisha, the integrator. And sorry, I have to mess up this meeting, but I made up a name. I called her interrogator instead of integrator.
She's probably both, right?
EOS Scott, yeah, you love that too. You ran away with it.
Yeah.
The interrogator, and things were going, uh, man, things were going awesome. But we also were hit with, everybody talked about 2020 being hit with the pandemic,
Mhm,
but the business side, 2021, the first half of 2021 was just amazing.
mm,
Second half, we really started feeling we were getting hit with many challenges within the company. So that was one piece where it's like, is this the right time to go to move forward with this process when I had some people asking me, if I was interested in moving forward with selling.
mm,
And starting the process discussion of selling in 2021, we I was thinking, yeah, you know what, this will be a learning experience.
mhm.
Probably will not sell, probably will not move forward, but it'll be a learning experience. But we ended up moving forward with the deal, and
Yeah, it's
I'm
excellent.
glad we did.
Yeah. And I can imagine as the visionary, you're probably already thinking about the next idea and what's next, right?
I am.
Not to say that you're not,
Like,
that you're still there in the current business, but I know how visionaries' minds work. And that was really interesting. We had a bit of a chat, didn't we, before we came on board about the fact that one of the things that you really liked about EOS was suddenly this discovery of this visionary and integrator piece. And so this is something you'd not heard of before you came across EOS?
not to that extent,
Mm,
where it's like, throughout the years, I add up here, I need to hire here, I need to hire here, I need to hire here, I need to take off some hats. Uh, but until Scott came on with EOS, it was, we get, your visionary is where your mindset. You need somebody here uh, as the integrator. And I didn't quite get it at the time. I was like, yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, maybe we'll take hats off. Heck yeah, I'll take hats off. But we started going that route, and speaking of hats, I was like, hey, cool, I get to take this hat off. Oh, nice, I get to take this hat off. And it's I feel it's such an important piece to any business owner.
mhm,
And like I think you may have said earlier, where as a business owner we feel kind of loss or a loan. In many cases, I know I felt that way many times throughout the years, because those people have no idea what's going on with the business and what we're dealing with and some of the challenges we have. But yeah, adding the integrator, yeah, it's like miracle piece happening there.
Yeah.
And again, the right person, the right
Mm.
people in the right seat. You get that integrator, and it is someone that has that. You would better explain it to me, but just that specialty mindset of overall operations, and kind of taking that charge.
Mhm.
It's huge.
So tell me, because Trisha is your integrator, is that right?
Mhm.
How did
Sad to say, I miss our meetings and everything. She was our integrator.
Oh, of course,
We took
yeah.
the business.
So tell me, how did you find her? Because she wasn't in the business, was she? You brought her in from externally, is that right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that is correct. I hesitated there a little bit. We had, and like I said earlier, we summer 2020. Yeah, we had four amazing hires at that time frame, and all internally. So we're always hiring service members, therapists to work business. But she was I worked with her early 2000s in a school district.
Oh.
And another person, her name is Julie. I worked with her school district around that same time frame, San Diego city schools. And yeah, we haven't connected in a while, but I got Julie on the team. I pulled her from another big company, and she was a rock star. And then I guess she was communicating with Trisha, and I was saying, yeah, I knew the company Trisha was with, a telehealth company, a huge company. And I was like, yeah, she has a good position. She's going to stay there. Thank God for Julie. She connected with her, and yeah, we were able to then get her on the team. And yeah, Trisha ended up becoming HM, my company, HM
Yep.
Therapy integrator or interrogator.
And tell me a little bit about that relationship, because I suppose for some people this might be quite a novel concept, is this whole visionary integrated thing. So tell me a little bit about what was that relationship like for you, and how did it help you as a visionary to have that person as your right-hand person?
Yeah, and Scott, and but Scott was my EOS
Implement it.
coach. Yeah,
Yep.
and yeah, he was. I guess he was key piece in that, because he was helping direct or guide positions.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know about other people out there, but yeah, you as a business owner and the hats, wear so many hats, and it's like, oh, I can't get rid of this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to train someone, or I'm the only person that knows about this. I better keep this. Oh, I better keep it. So you kind of feel like you need to hold on to everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, it was a good gradual process, and where Scott, we'd pinpoint different things out, whether it be marketing or staffing, sales, relationships with some of the contracts. Yeah, just she was taking on some of those areas, and like, oh sweet, yeah, she's got it. She kicks butt at it, and yeah, good to go. So yeah, I guess I don't have any magic like, yeah, we did these specific things, but it was just that good gradual process to where, yeah, she took these tasks or this piece of the business, and then she took another piece of the business, and then kind of went on from there, to where it freed me up a lot to then be able to focus on other areas of the business. Nice. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, absolutely does. And I think that's what EOS is all about, giving some structure that can help you to take things forward, and the time to focus on the things that you're really good at. So we talked again at the beginning. One of the things you said you loved about EOS was the level 10 meetings. And as a visionary, meetings usually aren't high on our list of things that we love, are they? So tell me a little bit about your journey with EOS and these level 10 meetings and what they did for you.
Like you brought up earlier too. I missed those meetings. Yeah,
Yeah.
because we had such an awesome team. We
Mhm.
call it Dream Team. I had such an awesome team. So I truly actually do miss those meetings. But sorry, I got off track there. Uh, yeah. So sorry, what was your question again?
Well, so you said it was one of the things that you actually loved. I'd say normally visionaries are
Yeah,
not very fond of meetings, but with, EOS has this
yeah,
thing called a level 10 meeting. It gets brought in. Just for those who don't know, it's always the same day, same time, same agenda, starts on time, ends on time. And people go, how can you have a meeting every week that is exactly the same agenda? That can't work. And yet every client I've ever worked with starts implementing it and then goes, this is the best tool ever. So I'm just wanting to hear your experience of that.
yeah. So true because uh, we would have consistent meetings
Mm-hmm.
prior to EOS, and yeah, we had a somewhat organized. I'm a little bit OCD, but yeah, the awesome person was in charge of that. Yeah, she'd make a good sheet, but it'd be this list, and we'd probably well, and you can see me, I get off topic fairly easy, but yeah, we get off topic, and it's like, oh crap, 2 hours in this meeting, we have this huge list on our bunch of bullet points we're supposed to discuss and get on. And yeah, then going into the level 10 uh, setup, the way EOS sets it up, it's like, yeah, do 5 minutes intro, and just like we did here at
Yeah.
the beginning with the good things that are happening, business, personal, but yeah, just very very organized in that sense. So you have 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, 30 minutes with the deeper discussions, etc. And yeah, just that organization, especially with the scorecard
Mm.
and and tracking the goal type areas. I mean that's huge too, and just keeping that accountability for all of us, including myself, but all the staff. I think that was just a key piece and different as compared to how we were operating or functioning before.
Yeah. I mean, it's a key part of the level 10 meeting is those scorecard, those rocks. How are we doing? Are we on track? Are we off track? And I think that, again, people say, well, we're looking at the numbers every week. Do we need to? But it's really invaluable, I feel, in terms of you can very quickly see where things are working or not working. And it gives you a chance to get on top of it before it gets
Yeah.
out of control. Yeah. Okay, so I'm really intrigued because I know that, you had Scott as your implementer, which I'm very envious of, by the way, because I love Scott. He's been an amazing influence on my life as well. But why EOS? Like, why did you suddenly decide that you needed something like EOS?
Yeah, you know what? I had coach, previously, through some other companies, and worked through SBA, and that's a federal kind of thing here in the States,
Mm-hmm.
small business association.
Yeah.
And they had really good course, like leadership course, and pretty intense. Yeah, I learned a lot from that. And then I did have a coach, and no complaints with the coach. Just we were got to where I guess we needed to be, and I was
Mm-hmm.
feeling like yes, we're not moving forward. And again, I forget exactly if it was just researching on the web or if someone told me about it. But EOS, once I saw that name out there, I started researching it, and nice person within the company, and then connected me with Scott. And that was January. Well, we connected in 2021. I'm sorry, 2020, and then January or February 2021, we had our first team meetings.
Yeah. Excellent. And so what was it that, appealed? Because if you're already working with a coach, what was it that appealed to you about EOS? Why did you decide to make that switch?
I think, and not just EOS, but I think Scott. also the implementer. I think just some of the discussions I had with him helped move that forward.
Yeah.
So I got to hear some of his business background, where he had some technology specifically for in the educational system,
That's right.
which kind of relates a little bit. And yeah, just a few of the discussions I had with him, I was like, yeah, I think this could be a good fit.
Mm. And what do you think has been the sort of biggest learning, if you like, through working with Scott over that time?
Biggest learning piece. That's a good question. I'd probably have to. I'd probably have to go back to the whole visionary integrator
Yeah.
piece, and just implementing that whole process. And I feel it's such a key piece.
And I think I've worked with a number of businesses over the years now through EOS, and I think that when a real visionary sees that there is this seat that they can have where they can actually do the stuff they love and let go of all the other stuff that they don't enjoy, it's sort of a huge weight off their shoulders in some respects. Now, it doesn't mean that letting go is easy, because we all know that we're a bit of a control freak as well as as entrepreneurs. But once you can get the right people in the right seats and let go, suddenly your life gets back to doing the stuff that you really are passionate about and that you can enjoy, and you have somebody who's there by your side to kind of help you through it. And that's that whole visionary integrated piece, really, isn't it?
It is. It is, and that's what Scott. That's what he was always pushing for too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle, can you hand this off? Scott, no, I can't yet. I can't do it yet. But just that push to gradually get again, take the hats off, get things off the plate, so you are able to gradually focus on what you want to focus on as a business owner.
Mm. But you have to have the right people in the right seats, don't you? I mean, you can only really let go when you've got those right people in the right seats doing the right thing.
Yeah, exactly. And then I feel it's probably when I was bringing up challenges, I feel that's probably the biggest challenge was with us as a whole, the whole company, just hiring and getting the right people in the right seats and getting people. Overall, I think most businesses are having issues with that throughout the past 2 or so years.
Mm-hmm. So how do you make sure you get the right people? What's your method at HM to get the right people?
You know what? I wish I had a nice, clear answer. Like step 1, step 2, steps 3. But I would say that I guess my thought on that is just with the hiring process, put the time into it, because we all know how much it costs to hire someone.
Yeah.
And how much it costs then to need to discontinue or fire someone, whatever it may be, fire someone, and then go back to the starting point again. So I feel just taking that time and multiple interviews or multiple interview process before hiring, to get that feel. And will that work every time? Definitely not every time, but I feel that if you go through the process and let's say more, not difficult, but for the new hire, more of a challenging hiring process, where it's like, oh, I didn't get the job yet. Okay, meet with them, do this. I feel that is probably one key piece to that process.
And you're testing for the core values throughout that process, aren't you? Because it's all very,
Exactly.
CVs are fantastic, and you can say whatever you like in a CV, but by doing those multiple interviews, you're actually trying to see if that person shares your core values, do they fit in with the organization?
Exactly. And building that relationship and even before they're hired, again, it's not possible to really know a person, but just getting to the maximum possible point, and seeing if they do fit in with your values.
Sure.
See, it's been a few months already. Yeah, since I sold it and went through the transition process, and you
Yes.
bring up about the values, I'm like, ding, 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 ding. I forgot.
It's
Giving me
okay.
good reminders.
I can see where we're already thinking about the next venture, which is all really cool. Hey, I want to finish up because we're running out of time, but I would love you to give me sort of 3 top tips or tools that because you know, as you said, this journey, it's not a smooth journey, right? There's ups and downs. It's fantastic when you get there and you can either sell or go into the role that you really want to do. But what would be the 3 things that you could share with people listening that they can actually use in their business?
Woo.
Mm,
You know what? I guess one thing I think of is just always remember why you do what you do.
yeah.
What got you into the business that you do, and just try to keep that passion alive. Try to keep that drive and passion alive. Uh, Again, I know that's not easy. I know I've lost mine quite a few times throughout me. Because back once you realize once you get out of that little pit
Yeah.
and back into, I love this. I do this. Come on, we got to go. I think that's one thing, and I guess this kind of goes with it as well. But just always try not to take money as your priority, or try not to prioritize the income or the money to make money, and just keep that, okay, what you love about what you do. And people see that, it comes out of you,
Yeah.
that joy and the passion you have for whatever it is that you do. Whether you do what I do, help kids, pediatrics, whether you're a mechanic or you're construct, whatever you do, and you show that passion. It's like, yeah, I want to use this company. I want to use that person.
Yeah.
I feel financially, of course, we all need to survive financially, and we
Sure.
want to thrive financially. And I feel, having that say positive attitude, just loving what you do, I think that leads into thriving financially, if that makes sense.
Perfect sense to me.
Uh,
Yep.
and I know it's probably kind of stealing it from you, but I would say, we never stop learning.
Yeah.
And I know, that's a big key. I heard you say that, and always slow down and always listen to people around you, and think of business, listening to your staff, asking them questions instead of us just blabbing away. And sit down, relax, listen to what they're saying, because we also learn so much from our staff and our team, and that leads into helping us with decision making as well. That kind of went out there, but never stop learning.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's actually it's one of my things. I actually have a little tattoo that is it's a Chinese symbol, and it basically says that I'm sometimes a mentor but always a student, and that is my mantra in life, because we're always learning. Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
Debra, were we able to see the tattoo?
No, I've always got a number of reasons. First of all, it's in a very private place, but secondly, it's actually it's in white ink, so it's actually more like a watermark on a piece of paper than it is sort of a really obvious tattoo. But it's just something to keep reminding me.
No, that's super cool. Of course, I had to ask you awkward questions.
That's great. Now my listeners know a little bit more about me than they thought they were going to. It's all good. Hey, look, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. A couple of things. If they wanted to get hold of the HM therapy support, what is your website? How do we get hold of you there?
And you know what? Being we sold it. The website, and of course, site's still out there. I'm still, I want to see the company that bought me. It's called Stepping Stones Group. I want to see success. I plan on when I know all my staff are at a good place. I plan on really cutting down the hours, so I'm back to being a visionary. But I don't want to completely step out, because this is my company, in with this much larger organization. I want to see them succeed. And so my email, and it still goes into their company email system now, but it's kyle@hmsystems.inc.com. I forgot, or kyle@hmsystems.com.
Beautiful.
Yeah, love to, anybody has any questions or
Yeah.
suggestions, I'd love to hear from people.
And I'm personally, I'm really looking forward to seeing what's coming next. I know that you're not quite ready for that yet, but I just know that, as a visionary, there's going to be a million things going around in that brain of yours. And I can't wait to see what you actually do next. But hey, from my point of view, congratulations on everything that you've achieved. Well done on building up the business, on the sale, on learning, about your journey as a visionary. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much, Deborah. And yeah, thank you for having me on your awesome show. And maybe I'll get invited again once I start my next venture.
I'm looking, definitely. You're on my list now. You're never going to escape. That's brilliant. Hey, well, look, thank you so much. Awesome. I'm going to leave you to enjoy the rest of your week. But yeah, thank you for your time. And I'll look forward to, following you with interest.
All right. Thank you, Deborah. Take care.
You too.